welcome back to another excursion with us.
Excursion with us.
um, Here we are again, also at Greg's house. Another week, though. Another week in the workroom. Today we're here to talk about the 90s. You thought they ended, but you were wrong.
No. Turns out a lot of millennials have mental issues. Is that what it is?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So we have to revert back to safe spaces, which is usually the 90s.
Yeah, millennials are going to keep the 90s going, apparently.
Yeah. And when we mean 90s, just know we're also talking about early aughts, early 2000s.
Yeah.
Because we were both born 91.
Yep, the year of the
goat.
I actually don't know.
It was a
I
goat.
think it was the goat.
The ram, the goat. Every year, it was.
Every year is a new one.
Yeah. Remember, because there was also how rude that there's a year of a goat and then a dragon. Like, you're just telling people that they're better than other
but
people.
At least we're not because isn't there like a rat or something?
Yes.
So at least we're not that. Yeah. We're not Peter Pettigrew.
But we were both born. I was born in December. You were born August 91. Both on the 10th. So obviously, October 10th is
Birthday Palooza. We never celebrate.
I know. And then Cecily
we just talk about it
all the time. And Cecily got married that day, and we're like, Cecily, birthday Palooza.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yes.
That was probably the first time we actually held any. Well, we didn't hold the party, but that we had partied.
Yeah. But interestingly, you're the oldest and I'm the youngest. So I have a lot of memories of not necessarily the 90s, but I have a lot of influence from my older siblings who were teenagers in the 90s.
Yeah, I feel like you probably experienced more 90s culture than I did.
Right.
Because being the oldest, I just touched on it.
Yeah.
Whereas your siblings were in high school and stuff, were fully ingrained in the 90s.
Yeah, but they were ingrained in the 90s in such a sense that to me the 90s is it's Alanis Morissette, it's the Cranberries, it's Nirvana, but also Britney Spears and the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC is also 90s, but that's not 90s to me.
For me, that's my 90s.
Yeah.
That's the 90s I feel like I grew up with. Yeah, I remember when NSYNC came out with their No Strings Attached album, and I came home from school, and my mom was like, I bought this CD for you and Amanda to share. I was like, are you kidding me? So we put it in the boombox so that we could both listen to it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I listened to that thing on repeat.
Do you miss CDs, having CDs, or do you like the streaming, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever you use, better?
I personally like the streaming.
Yeah.
I like having so much music available at my fingertips.
Yes. I will say, so I never bought CDs growing up because poor, but also I never was a person that loved a full album of a CD. I would now that's what I call music, 26.
Yes, my uncle.
That's what I would get.
Every Now CD.
Really?
Yes, he had. Yeah, I mean, the last time I think I saw it, it was in the 50s. So.
Well, before streaming, it was pretty genius because it's let's just take the popular songs and put it in one CD.
Yeah, it's mainstream music on one disc.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, streaming now, music is I did the math because my sister Diana doesn't stream. She buys songs when she wants to hear them. And I was because she's she's I really just want to own the song. I don't want to I don't want to be tied down to pay a subscription to hear a song. But then I did the math and I was if I was to pay every month for the rest of my life and I counted out how many songs I had per, if each of them was $1, I would still pay more to buy all songs than just pay for the streaming service my entire life. Yeah, so it is
it's better.
A win-win just to have the streaming service every month for the rest of your life.
Yeah, and for the few songs that aren't on the streaming platform, fine. I guess I'll just download it off YouTube and use a converter and then download.
Well, what songs aren't on Spotify? I haven't found any songs. I know Taylor Swift for a while was like, no.
Yeah.
But now she's on Spotify.
Yeah, it's honestly very few songs. Like, I don't know. I have this. Well, this I did actually buy off iTunes, but it was like, because on American Idol, they'll sell the covers that the contestants sing on the show on iTunes, but those aren't on Spotify. And so I have, what was his name? Like something Lee.
No idea.
But he sings a cover of The Boxer that I just love.
Okay.
So that is on
I guess
my
that is
Apple
true.
Music.
There was a song by Yeba that wasn't on Spotify for a while, and there was like a America's Got Talent. Like his name is Brian Justin Crumb. He sings a Creep song. He sings the song Creep from Radiohead. And those were not on Spotify, but now they are. You just gotta wait.
Eventually, it all gets there.
Yeah. But speaking of, wait, no, what did you just say? You said something and it triggered me.
I don't know. The American Idol.
American Idol. Well, no, that was just gonna be a segue into 90.
Well, I was gonna say real quick about your, like, that's another reason I like Spotify too. Is I don't typically like for me a great album. If I like half the songs on that one CD, then that's a great album.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, although that said, the No Strings Attached CD I did like probably like 75%, or like Hilary Duff's first CD. I think I like all but 2 songs on it.
I couldn't tell you more than one song on a Hilary Duff song.
Well, Kyler told me, because he was trying to tell me that the concert tickets I got for her concert the day before his birthday counted as his present. And I was like, this does not count. And he's like, I love her. So I made him, I said, list for me the name of her tracks in order on her first CD. He did not like that I made him do that. He actually was able to list most of the songs, just not in order. So
okay.
Still, I was like, okay, I guess you do like her.
Well, Hilary Duff, the Let the Rain Fall Down.
It's called Come Clean.
Oh. That's the same song, right?
What? Sorry.
Let the rain come down. Okay,
Yeah,
no,
that's
it
the same
is
song.
the same song.
Yeah. Do you know? So yesterday.
I do know So Yesterday.
I'm sure you know Sweet 16. Like MTV had it on their reality show. Sweet 16, gonna spread my wings. Sweet 16. No. Oh man, what a good one. I love that one because as a kid I was like, yes, because she sings this line and she's like, my blonde hair is everywhere, and I'm like, yeah, it is.
Wait, I know Lizzie McGuire songs.
Why not take a crazy chance?
Wait,
Yeah.
no, I guess I don't know Lizzie McGuire. What's the one she sings?
Well, that one's at the end of the Lizzie McGuire movie.
It was okay. What does she sing like? This is what dream. I had to do the dance.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one too.
I just see that video that I saw online. People were like, "That is not Hilary Duff," because it does a shot of her back, and it's this girl going like,
"Oh my god!"
Just like giving it
so
the
funny.
biggest
My
cheese.
friend Melissa, like growing up, my friend Melissa, she clocked that the first time we watched it.
Really? She's like, "That's not her."
Yeah. She's like, she is shaking her booty too much.
Well, and also poor Hilary Duff. So many. Why is everything she's in singing, but it's also her sister singing / her? It's like it's so obvious that they're like mixing it in and out. And wasn't the whole plot of Hilary or Lizzie McGuire movie is that like
it was like a doppelganger film?
Yeah, if you lip sing, you're bad, and here she is lip singing.
Oh, yeah, you know she is.
Yeah.
But that song, a bop.
Yeah, we watched the Kinsley and I were in Italy, in Rome. We watched the Lizzie McGuire movie.
I love that.
Yeah, and then also Gladiator. So 2 in the same.
Balance it out.
Yeah. Equally as important to culture.
Both musicals.
But okay, so the 90s music. I will say, back onto streaming though, I am the opposite with movies and TV shows. I actually think I actually buy my favorite TV shows so that I can just have them, because I like to rewatch TV a lot. Like Parks and Rec, Friends, The Office, Modern Family, Schitt's Creek. I bought all those series so that I don't have to pay a streaming service every month.
And did you buy them digitally or physically?
I did buy them digitally. I miss like something about like on Black Friday shopping. I miss going to buy like a DVD set for cheap, or like that was always my favorite Christmas gift to give or to get was like a DVD or a TV show. And I do miss that.
I just like having because like the digital copy, I always think like if I'm sure Netflix isn't going under anytime soon, but like if a company goes under, you lose access to that license. And so I specifically with video games, I oftentimes do look for a physical copy.
Oh yeah, video games.
It's gone the same way with just my digital licenses.
Well, I don't play a lot of video games. I do have a Switch, and I think I have like 4 or 5 physical games. But what's annoying about the digital ones, like you only have so much space. So you have to like re-download them. Like when you want to play like Mario Kart or something.
And the physical copies anyway of video games, I think are turning into, it's more like a key. Like you put it in and then you still have to download the game. But it's not like the actual game.
The actual game. Yeah. I hate that.
Yeah, me too.
So I stopped buying physical DVDs simply because I was buying the DVD and then using the digital, like doing both. Mm-hmm. And then one day I just ran out of storage to store because I love movies. Yeah. I have so many movies. I was like, I don't know what to do with all these. Like they were in a box for years, and I moved, and I was like, I'm just gonna sell these online. And then from then on out, I've never bought the physical copies.
Did you sell them online?
Yeah, I did. I don't own any physical DVD anymore.
Whoa. Mm-hmm. We have one of those very 90s binders with the plastic sleeves full, but we don't really buy any more. But I'm like, I guess like if streaming shits out one day, I have this binder of movies.
Well, have you ever gotten to the point where like I would own DVDs from, so when I went on my mission, I had a DVD collection, and I made sure to write on every case and every DVD G. Olsen, and I gave him stored him at my sister's house, and I was like, I had a list, and I brought it with me on my. I will
audit this when I return.
I did. I brought it with me on my mission, and I'm like, I'm missing Friends season 3, disc 4. Did nothing, but I eventually got rid of all my DVDs, and
crazy.
I also did have when you're in high school, did you have the CD thing that like fits between the middle console and your seat, like the CD case?
I don't think so.
Oh, it was like this size, so about the size of like half a piece of paper, but thick, and I would just squeeze it right in between your seat and the middle console. You pull it out, and you have like your CDs, and you put in.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, I just had a glove box full of mixed CDs because I was all about making mixtapes.
Yeah, mine was all mixed CDs. Stuff. Because we would not steal it from LimeWire, Dad. We would.
I was like, I did at a friend's house. My mom would not let me do that on our computer.
Oh, we did, and my dad would be like, "Why is this so many viruses on the computer?" Like,
exactly.
I'm not using LimeWire.
I was like, but we could use it at their house, and my mom would be like, "Great, then go to their house." Okay.
Yeah, burned so many CDs. That's what you did. The 2000s.
The best. Yeah. And then I started doing it legal. Well, LimeWire shut down at some point. And then I was buying my songs on iTunes, like Diana.
I don't think I did.
Oh, man, I hated spending money on that.
Yeah, $1 a song.
Crazy.
That's a ton of money.
Yeah, I think it started out at 69 cents. And by the time I stopped being on there, a lot of songs were changing to $1.29.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, and I don't know if this happened. A lot of things happened when we were on a mission. Like, I feel like Spotify came out when we were on a mission. Did it?
I joined it in 2014, so yeah, I think it probably started right around then. Yeah.
And same with iPhones were invented a long time before our mission, but the surge of it becoming so common, it was to me before our mission was like a BlackBerry. Like only business guys had Blackberries. But you had an iPhone.
I had a BlackBerry my senior year.
You had a BlackBerry? What were you, a little businessman?
Look, I had I can remember it was 14 or 16 cell phones in high school because I kept trading up. And just I was so obsessed with having the best phone, which is so funny for now where I'm make my phone last forever if I can.
Right. Well, they try to make it so you have to replace it every year.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got a BlackBerry. I forget what it was called. It was the wider one with the full keyboard, and I didn't like that. So then I traded in for the BlackBerry Pearl, which was like slender, and there were 2 letters to each button. And I had that one for a little while, but then I accidentally stuck it on the magnet that powered the treadmill. And I was like, oh. So I took it back. I bought it at Costco, and I was like, this was defective.
Oh no.
So then I traded that for the knockoff chocolate, which like slid up to reveal the buttons, but it was the AT&T version because chocolate was Verizon.
I have no idea what any of these are.
But I was not allowed to have. We never had Verizon because a store employee treated my mom poorly when she went in the store in the 90s, and she canceled her contract right then and vowed never to go back. So,
yeah, that sounds right. I love how like Verizon lost your mama's business because of an 18-year-old they hired at that one local location. Like, did your mom know that has nothing to do with Verizon?
I mean, like, I'm sure now, but
yeah. No, but my grandma.
Those were so new back then.
My dad.
But also, like, my petty comes from somewhere.
Oh no, it's true. My dad, my entire life, I drive a Honda. My dad always had Hondas my entire life, and then we go home one day and he has a Subaru. And I'm like, what happened? He's like, I'm no longer giving that Honda dealership my business. I'm like, oh, okay.
I mean, I still have this mindset.
My grandma was the same. She told us about the Toyota dealership in her hometown, and she's like, I will never again. And we're like, wow. It's just funny because I work at a bank, and people come in all the time, and like they're mad about something. So like I have employees that sometimes suck. And they're like, I'm closing all my accounts. And I'm like, you're closing your accounts over this guy?
You're right. You're like, that's going to be so much work for you.
Yeah, he's not going to work here next.
Like, open those somewhere else.
He's not. You're disavowing your entire life because there's one guy who's not going to work here the next year.
Right. Like, when you could have just as easily walked into another branch and not had this issue.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny to me.
It's so true, though.
Yeah. But okay, so 90s. We should get back to. I wanted to talk about. I'm wearing an All That shirt today.
All that.
So, were you a Nickelodeon kid, a Disney Channel kid, a Cartoon Network kid, or a little of all three?
I was like all of the above.
Yeah.
I was obsessed with cartoons.
PBS kid.
So not that actually.
Really, me either. Actually,
it's like too educational for me.
WB. Did you watch the WB?
Yeah. Especially for like the Saturday morning cartoons because that was often like Pokemon.
Okay. I didn't.
Like what else actually? Just Pokemon.
Like what does a W? I think WB for me was also like Looney Tunes. Oh. There's the frog, but he was just the WB. Yeah, with the cane in the hat. Hello, my darling. Hello, my hand.
That one. But then when you look at him, he doesn't do it anymore.
Yeah, I think he was from Looney Tunes.
I think so too.
And then he became their logo. Animaniacs. That was also WB.
I love the Animaniacs. I love them so much.
Have you?
Particularly their song "Nations of the World." It's the best one.
Panama, that one.
Yeah,
okay.
United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru.
I don't know.
I spent a sacrament meeting learning the whole thing once.
Okay, I swear it's not on the internet. I've looked for it, but they did one with the United States, the states.
Yeah.
But I can't find it anywhere because as a kid, like a real trigger and sign of my ADHD is I only memorized half of it, and I never memorized the rest of it. And now I'm trying to go back to learn the rest, and I can't find it anywhere.
Oh, sad.
But it's
because I think they did the capitals also.
Yeah, they did a lot, but I remember Alabama and Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, and more, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois. Less than 34 to go. That's all I know. I'm trying to find it to finish this thing 25 years later, and it's nowhere to be found on the internet. I've looked everywhere.
We should just write the rest of it out for you. We'll just figure out the two.
Figure it out, I guess. But I remember that. I memorized that as well as a kid, but didn't remember the rest.
Well, anytime I have to spin a wheel, so often, I sing their little song, "Wheel of Morality, turn, 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 teach us the lessons that we should learn."
I don't think I watched Animaniacs that much.
I loved the
Okay,
Animaniacs.
for me. Oh, remember Pinky and the Brain? That was also a
Yes.
WB show. But
One is a genius.
the other's insane.
Yeah,
Well, it was
love
always
it.
like every episode started with, "Hello, Brain. What are we doing today?" And he's like, "What we do every day, Pinky. Try to take over the world."
Literally, that was my mom's favorite thing to say. Anytime as a kid, I was like, "What are we doing today?" That's how she would respond.
Try to take over what we do every day. Try to take over the world. The laboratory mice. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, but what I was gonna say was I was a Nickelodeon orange kid, like the
Oh.
orange era, and then everything else was kind of backup. Because first off, Disney Channel was not basic cable for the longest time, and we were poor, so we didn't get the Disney Channel until like I think I was in middle school,
Okay.
and that's when I started watching Disney. But I grew up on Rugrats, Hey Arnold, Angry Beavers, old Nickelodeon. Again, I have older siblings.
Angry Beavers.
I have older siblings, so even old Nickelodeon, like Rocko's Modern Life,
I wasn't allowed to watch
Ren
that.
and
Wasn't
Stimpy,
allowed to watch that.
all that old stuff I grew up on. SpongeBob, of course, was my era.
Somehow I was allowed to watch Cat Dog.
Cat Dog.
Awful.
I was also I'm the youngest, so my TV was not regulated. They let me watch whatever I wanted.
That's fair.
They said we were not allowed to watch Simpsons, which means we just watch it downstairs when they're not around. But my mom actually got me. It's crazy for us being poor. Like I subscribed to the Nickelodeon magazine and would get it in the mail every month. And I know this, like I have like vivid memories of reading the magazine and being like, for instance, SpongeBob and Rocket Power came out the same month.
Did they really?
I remember because the magazine cover had.
But Rocket Power feels old, and SpongeBob.
Well,
Probably 'cause
SpongeBob
went on forever.
ever.
Is it still going?
I think it is.
Oh my goodness.
Because the cover of the magazine was them surfing on top of the water, and then under the water was SpongeBob in his house.
Great.
And it was like new shows coming to Nickelodeon this summer, and I remember
Loved
this.
Rocket Power.
I loved Rocket Power too.
Yeah,
It was so cool. What else was there? Fairly Odd Parents, Invader Zim.
I loved Invader Zim. That only lasted like 2 seasons.
I think it's because it creeped people out.
Yeah.
It creeped me out.
Which is like right up my alley.
It was creepy.
It was creepy, but I just loved it. I thought Gurr was the best.
Yeah.
The robot. Yeah.
Well, and I think too, because that's when also like Adult Swim was around, and I think the creators of Invader Zim, like their intentions that it wasn't for kids, but then Nickelodeon was the only one that would sign them on, so they're like, "Well, here you go." That's what I heard.
It just didn't go anywhere.
But were you a Nickelodeon kid? What was your favorite Nickelodeon show?
Favorite. I did really like Fairly Odd Parents, honestly.
As Told by Ginger.
I loved I Was Told by Ginger. Oh my gosh, which like looking back, that show was just so like, I mean, it was for kids, but it was just
so
like this
preteen.
like gossip. Yes, like.
Well, it was on. If you remember, there was Nickelodeon. There was Nick Jr. There was Teen Nick.
And then there was Nick at Night.
There was Nick at Night, and then there was Snick. Remember Snick?
Snick?
Snick was the Saturday night lineup. I'm telling you, I was raised by Nickelodeon. I watched it all the time. I watched Slime Time Live in the summer. I watched all their game shows, the Legends of the Hidden Temple.
I wanted to be on that so bad. I was like, I would kill at this
The
game.
Shrine of the Silver Monkey.
I loved it. And I wanted to be turquoise.
I wanted to be on Guts. And then specifically Global Guts, but then I realized I'm not global. So it was like Kids Olympics.
Yeah, I mean, they did some cool stuff on there.
I remember thinking it was so intense, and then I rewatched it like later in life, and I'm like, oh, they were just climbing. It was basically like just like a trampoline gymnasium. Like, this is not that hard.
Yeah, I'm sure Legends wouldn't be that hard
Either. Yeah,
but...
Legends used to terrify the crap out of me though when they came in and took them.
Oh, they just like jump out of the wall and, like,
grab them.
Yes.
I was like, oh my gosh.
And they were never seen from again.
And they would be at the end. They'd be there like, hi. Like, oh my gosh, how'd you get away?
He escaped the statue.
Yes. And that guy was like, it was a statue talking. Oh man. But you talked about Figure It Out, which I loved because it had like
I loved Figure
it
It
had
Out.
all that characters
Yeah.
on there who were so cool. Like
Surprisingly, I wasn't actually a huge All That fan.
I think it's because it was older. Again, it's like it was before your
Yeah.
time, maybe.
Maybe.
Because then,
But I did love Figure It Out, and they were all on there, so I got to know them anyway.
and then did you watch the Amanda Show?
Loved.
Okay.
Loved.
Because
the
all
Amanda
that
Show.
produced Amanda Bynes, which then she had her own show, the Amanda Show, which produced Drake and Josh. Was then they had their own. It just kind of kept
Which
going
I also
on.
watched.
Yeah.
Was Clarissa Explains It All on Nick?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
That was
one
older Nick
too.
as well. I love that
Yeah.
show.
That was a good one.
But sad. Apparently, not so much good stuff was happening at Nick. If you've seen that documentary.
Yeah. Apparently, our childhoods were actually a horror story.
Sad.
Rough. Disney Channel, I did watch a decent amount of as well, but like, there were some animated shows on it that I liked, but for the most part, it was more like live action Disney that I enjoyed, and then
Yeah.
like animated Nickelodeon, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your favorite Disney Channel show?
Oof. Well, like, I loved Lizzie McGuire. Like, growing up, Lizzie McGuire, so good. That's So Raven, I really enjoyed as well.
That's So Raven is like, I feel like the best show Disney Channel's ever had.
It was such a good one. I bought like the soundtrack, which is kind of a weird thing to have a soundtrack to.
Is it just the
but
theme song? What else songs
It's
on
the
there?
theme song. It's like the few songs from the musical
Like,
episode.
Alone in the hallways as always.
Yeah, I think that's on there.
Yeah, I know that's on.
Yes, because there's the one that she sings in like the lunchroom in that episode, which I remember really liking, but it's not coming to me at the moment.
Do you have the episode? There's the song when she's pretending to be the superstar and she's like, "Oh, when the saints
I don't
come
think
marching."
so. I don't think that one.
Because that's the only song that. Oh, what was her friend's name? The guy.
Eddie.
Eddie. That's the only song he could play on piano, so she's trying to be a pop star and she's just singing that. It was true like comedy. Like it was like modern day I Love Lucy, physical comedy. Like the part where they're trying to help him cheat on his Spanish test, but there were the window washers and
They're
it goes
dressed up,
yeah, and it goes sideways and they're like trying not to fall off.
Maybe that is why I love, like, because I do feel like I like some good physical comedy.
Yeah,
which
me
is
too.
why I love Miranda.
Yes.
Yeah.
I used to like Lizzie McGuire as well. I just think that So Raven holds up nowadays. Like I think it's so cheesy and like over the top, but it's still pretty
Just
funny.
so theatrical.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's clever still.
Yeah. I did like some animated shows on Disney. Like I really enjoyed American Dragon Jake Long, or Kim Possible was fantastic.
I don't know why. I'm guessing again, Disney Channel was my backup channel. So I think there must have been something on the same time as Kim Possible. And so I never watched Kim Possible growing up. Ever. I watched Even Stevens. I
liked Even Stevens.
the cartoons. I watched Proud Family.
Okay, I loved the Proud
Yeah.
Family. Yeah.
The blue people scared the crap out of me.
Well, they were the bullies.
They were blue for some reason.
No.
And Doug. Remember Doug from Nickelodeon?
Yes. Quail Man.
Yeah. I was in for Halloween
Skeeter.
one year. The weird thing about Doug is that I think it was originally Nickelodeon, and then they canceled it, and then Disney bought it,
Oh.
and then it turned into Disney,
switched.
and the Disney version wasn't as good. Yeah.
Sad.
Sad.
I feel like Disney does tend to play it safest of them all.
Yeah.
So
Which, to be fair, Nickelodeon sometimes it was like, what are you like? I watched this as a child.
yeah.
It was
I
crazy.
mean, Cartoon Network also had some like out there.
Yes. Like my mom, again, unregulated, but every now and then my mom would walk by and see like Cow and Chicken with the devil with a butt, and she'd be like, "I don't want you watching this," so I would change it, and then she'd leave, and I'd change it back. Like,
Yeah, that was one I wasn't allowed to watch. Powerpuff Girls was Cartoon Network,
Yeah.
though, right?
Yeah.
Loved that.
Love the Powerpuff. Dexter's Laboratory. Loves Dexter's Laboratory.
Love Dexter's Lab. My mom's just a giant child, so she also loved Dexter's Lab.
Okay.
She loved to quote, "You're stupid. You're stupid. And don't forget, you're stupid."
My brother and I always did the Mandark laugh, like ha 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 ha.
So good. And there's the Dexter spin-off, the like Super Pals.
When he's a murderer, the Dexter show on HBO.
Like, what are you talking about?
It's actually Dexter's Laboratory, but he's an adult now, and you realize he's a schizophrenic.
He really went into like the anatomical side of science.
They just dropped the laboratory, and it's just Dexter.
It's his rebrand.
Yeah. So one show that I watch to this day, I watch the Christmas special every year at Christmas, is Hey Arnold. So that one was always my favorite, specifically because when I was in school, I was in elementary school, I have to go get the bus, and my mom would go I was like a responsible kid. So then after my mom would send my older siblings to the school, like on the bus, she would be like, okay, Greg will catch his own bus. I'll go get ready for the day. And then I would have like 20 minutes, and then I'd go to the bus stop, and I was not allowed to watch TV in the morning, but Hey Arnold was on in the morning, and I'd watch Hey Arnold. And talk about discipline, because it was like an epic. Because you know how like they have like 2 little mini episodes in one episode. I'd watch the first part and then like 2 minutes or 3 minutes of the next episode, and then I have to go to the bus. I did it every morning for like 3 years. So Hey Arnold is ingrained in my memory. And the Christmas special, when Hey Arnold, he's like a good little kid, like, which is why I think I like the show, because I was a good little kid. But for his Christmas, he gets like Mr. Wynn. I don't know why I did that. He gets Mr. Wynn as his like secret Santa, and he doesn't know what to get him. And he finds out that like his daughter, like he left war-torn, like I think Vietnam during the war, and he sent his daughter to New York City like 20 years prior and has never been able to find her. And Hey Arnold finds his daughter for him. Super unrealistic, but it makes me cry every Christmas.
It's very sweet.
Yeah. But I was going to say, because I'm a younger sibling, I don't know if you ever felt this. You probably didn't. But I had older siblings that would kind of, like, I'd watch kid shows and they'd watch Seinfeld. And so whenever they came home, I had to turn off the kid show and we had to watch a Seinfeld or something. And so I always felt like embarrassed of watching kid shows when my older siblings were around. So then I got to a point when I was in middle school. I was 13 years old. I like made a hard cutoff of all kid shows. And I was like, you need to grow up, Greg.
Which is why you probably didn't watch any Hannah Montana.
Yeah, so I say like High School Musical, Hannah Montana was like after my time. It wasn't. People my age watched that.
I was like, for me, having sisters like 9 and 11 years younger than me meant that it was on in the house. So I still saw a lot of I mean, like I watched High School Musical, all 3 of them. I worked at the movie theater when the 3rd one came out, but I did watch it in theaters and I cried. Because it was the year we were graduating high school also, and I just felt like
oh, see, I didn't know.
I don't know, throughout high school you kind of like grew up with these people.
Yeah. But no, I never to this day have not seen High School Musical 1, 2, or 3.
Sad.
It's like Twilight too. I've never seen the Twilights, but I would.
Also sad.
I should go watch them.
It's just like a bunch of hot people in a movie.
But don't worry. I needed to grow up, so I started watching MTV because I was like, "This is what grown-ups watch."
And MTV at that time, so good.
It was like the most trash TV. It was like
my
Next,
favorite,
Next, and Room Raiders, and it has like
Room Raiders, Parental Control.
Oh my gosh! And you're going through puberty and having all these hormones, and you see these people. I'm like just like, oh my gosh, people have sex. Just like.
Well, and I'd later learned why I was so interested in the episodes where it was like
there's gay people.
Yes, but I was like, no, it's just interesting.
See, I like the other stuff.
Always the worst gay people on there too. I've like watched clips of it back.
Yeah,
since.
It was kind of toxic.
So terrible.
Well, I watched. There's so many reality shows in like Newlyweds, the Jessica Simpson show. What other reality shows were there around that time? On MTV, there was Punk'd.
Oh yeah,
There was
Punk'd.
like,
I enjoyed that one.
yeah, but mostly just like Room Raiders and stuff like that.
Was Boiling Point in MTV?
Yeah, I think so.
I liked that one.
But then there was also like they had all these competition shows where like Real World was one.
Oh, I did not watch Real World.
And did you watch Road Rules?
No.
Okay.
Also no.
So I watched all these. I was like, I need to grow up and I need to be more mature.
This is so adult of me.
Yeah. 'Cause that's what my teenage siblings watched. And I was like, at that point, my teenage siblings were Diana and Julie, who are girls. And so they're watching a lot
Very
of
that.
Maid. I watched Maid.
I did not watch Maid.
Do you know what Maid is?
Was it like people? Was it like music industry or no?
It was high schoolers. They usually took the person who was the most opposite, like a nerd, and she's like, I want to be head cheerleader. And it always started with, I want to be the best. I want to be the first.
That's right. I have.
I want to be
episodes.
Maid.
That's right. No, I have. Seen
That
a
was
few of
my
those.
era of TV. Yeah.
I
This
did-
kind of just turned into TV, not really 90s or 2000s.
from us growing up.
This is how I was raised.
I was like,
on
I
television.
did watch America's Next Top Model from back then.
I think so
Which I
too.
haven't watched the documentary yet, but I want to.
I heard it's not. I mean, it's good, but it's not. She doesn't like own up.
Oh, I heard she doesn't own up to anything. She
Anything.
just tries to blame it all on like the fashion industry.
Yeah.
I just want to watch it to hear all the drama about it from everyone else.
Drama. I used to watch that show. Again, I had 2 teenage sisters and a mom, which is ultimately why I think I got into Friends at a really young age. Because that's my sister. I just have memories of my sister Diana watching it a lot. My mom did not let me watch it, which means she let me watch it.
I was like, that's interesting. That was actually one that my parents didn't care that I watched, I guess.
In its time, it was very ahead of its time, if you will, about like just young people talking about their lives, which just happened to be about sex. So my mom was just like, kind of like, wow, they talk too much about sex. But again, not really regulated. So we just watch it a ton. And I think my mom liked it. So she's like, do I turn it off or do I tell Greg to leave? Both seem kind of mean for me and for him. And so we just kept watching it. And I remember when I turned 14, I watched it so much. Because again, it was just on TV a ton. And also Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. TGIF.
Oh, yeah, Fresh Prince.
Did you watch TGIF?
I don't know that.
Oh my gosh.
Ah,
So TGIF stands for Thank Goodness It's Friday. But
what?
every Friday night they had the lineup, and it was 4 shows, 2 hours, and that's where like Sabrina the Teenage Witch and Full House
Loved.
and Boy Meets World officially like
Loved Boy Meets World.
Family Matters. That's where all these shows aired originally. Like they had the lineup, and then it went into syndication, and then you saw repeats over and over again. But that's originally what it was. It was on the TGIF lineup.
Just love Boy Meets World.
I know. Boy Meets World. I need to watch that with Kensley because she grew up with a padlock on her TV, so she doesn't know any of these things.
Crazy. Cartoon Network had a 2-hour block every weekday called Toonami.
Yes! Dragon Ball Z.
Yes. I was like,
Sailor Moon.
Toonami is what got me hooked on anime. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was Pokemon, Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z. And then I feel like this last one fluctuated for a while. It was this show called Reboot that I swear nobody remembers.
I don't know anything about that show.
It's like followed people who like lived in like a computer world, and then like viruses would appear, and they'd have to go inside the virus and complete some challenge to like destroy it. But so it wouldn't
Was
destroy
it
their world.
anime?
It was animated.
Okay.
It wasn't anime though.
Well, okay. Well, that's
And
different.
then, yeah. And then there was also Card Captors for a time.
Card captors. I don't know what that is either.
Well, you almost sang it correctly.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, I loved it. Card Captors, a mystic adventure. Card Captors, a quest for all time. Each
Interesting.
card possesses a power of its own. I loved that show.
I've never heard of this.
Oh, it's so good.
I was like most kids our age, most boys our age, I guess, a big Dragon Ball Z fan. And I think having older brothers that watched Dragon Ball Z as well, it was like a cool thing to like it. To the point where I remember like every school year, my brother and I would get so excited when daylight savings happened because Dragon Ball Z was on at 5. And we were like, oh my gosh, it's going to be dark outside when we watch Dragon Ball Z now. Like we were so excited about it. And then my older brother, who had a job, would sometimes buy like the DVDs because they would be like released from Japan early, like the Android series, and we're like,
Okay.
oh my gosh, Steven got the Android DVD.
That's
Like,
cool.
we would love Dragon Ball Z.
I only watched it for a short time, basically through the Frieza arc, and then my mom said that my brother and I were like fighting too much, and the show made us violent. So, and same with Power Rangers. We weren't allowed to watch that anymore
Oh,
either.
I definitely grew up on Power Rangers. The Pink Power Ranger was my first, like, probably celebrity crush. Her and then Topanga.
Topanga.
Yeah.
Love.
Boy Meets World, great show.
Oh, it's just so good.
It was so good.
It's like funny and heartwarming
And back when shows meant something, like they had a moral,
like had
a meaning
it,
behind them, yeah. And then ABC Family came around, and then it's like, pregnant teenager.
all the time.
Or I didn't MTV. I didn't know I was pregnant. Classic.
Yeah, Secret Life of the American Teenager.
Secret Life of the American
That-
Teenager. Yes.
I feel like it was so popular like the first season, and then
I never
it
saw
lasted
it.
like 6 more, but no
Yeah.
one I know really watched it.
Yeah.
Um,
But back to Friends. Sorry, I didn't finish that story because I got sidetracked. But when I was 14, my mom finally gave in and bought me the DVD box set, season 1 of Friends, and I was so happy. I was so excited.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's so like and especially like obviously as an adult everything becomes more accessible anyway, but then also like with the advances we've had, everything is so accessible.
So accessible.
Because I do think about like it was like my 7th birthday or something. My friend brought over because it was my birthday, so people were coming over for my birthday. My friend brought with him it was NSYNC's first CD, which I did not own, and everyone like all my friends were like in the yard playing or something, and I had locked myself in my bedroom to just listen to Tearing Up My Heart on repeat. I was like, this is all I want to do.
It is interesting because like kids these days have so much unlimited access to whatever they want. They don't ever have them like. I'm like, do they get excited about stuff? Like, why? I mean,
Do you crave listening to this song 10 times in a row? Like,
like I have like we would look forward to like. I remember Boy Meets World. My brother, when Dan told me in college, he's like, "Do you know you can buy the DVDs of Boy Meets World?" And I was like, "Shut up!" Like you used to just not be able to access things unless the TV decided for you that that's what they were going to give you.
yes.
Like,
And like TV shows, especially when they were on VHS. I remember I bought 3 VHS of like Pokemon episodes, and there were only 3 episodes per VHS. And like as a kid, I felt like I was spending so much money buying these 3
episodes.
so 9 episodes, and
45
Yeah.
minutes of.
and they weren't even like these. Each one had 3 that were in order, but there was a gap between each one because also it's not like the store just had shelves and shelves of every episode of Pokemon.
Yeah.
It was like these are the 9 we're selling, and they're not
in order.
chronological.
Yeah.
Like-
They're all themed blue.
yeah. So it was crazy times.
Yeah. They remember Pokemon cards where you would just buy, I guess it's coming back, but you would buy a rando pack and you weren't guaranteed what you get.
No, you were guaranteed just 1 rare card per pack.
And you get those dumb like yellow blue energy
Energy
cards.
Oh
Yes.
my
and you're
gosh,
like,
so annoying.
did you have a binder?
And if you buy like the starter packs anyway of like 60 or whatever, like 40 of them are energy cards and trainers.
I had the binder with like, it was kind of like a baseball card collection, but it was Pokemon card collection.
I have that. I still have it with the few cards I have left from my childhood.
You still have cards from your childhood?
Yeah. It's very
No.
sad though because I got rid
What
of so
happened to
many
mine?
growing up, and like with how popular they've become again in recent years, I'm like, I'm an idiot. I should have held on to those better.
I don't know. I mean, they were gone before I was probably even 12. I have no idea what I did with them, but they would have the number on the. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the number on the bottom, the lower it was, the more rare it was, or something like that. Because like if it was like a holographic Charizard or something, the number on the bottom would be like 3.
I want to say that's correct, but as I constantly learn as an adult, things that I was told when I was younger
right.
are not true.
Because another thing as a kid, they're like, while the internet did kind of exist, it was dial-up. There was really no
It was just kind of word
source.
of mouth.
Yeah, there was like
rumor.
no source of information out there
Yeah.
connecting us all together. So it was kind of just like, because my town thought that, I thought that.
Yeah, and a lot of like I don't know. A lot of my nerdy information came from my dad would subscribe to IGN magazine.
What's
Of
that?
It's like video games and
Oh my
stuff. And so
gosh.
my brother and I would get that every month and we'd be so excited. But it was like one of the few legitimate sources of nerdy like information I had access to. So
Speaking of that, though, video games, we can't talk about the 90s without talking about the Ocarina of Time and
they're
Nintendo
making
64.
a remake this year.
They
I'm
are.
so excited.
I mean,
Unless it's only for Switch 2, then I'm pissed.
you know it is. Why would they give it to everything else?
I don't know.
But
I just can't bring myself to buy the Switch 2 unless they're actually going to come out with something novel for it. And they won't. Nintendo doesn't know what that means.
yeah. So for me, like the perfect summer day or like a couple of days in the summer as a 90s kid would be you'd either have an outside day or a video game day. That was like my childhood. So an outside day, obviously you just go outside and play all day and we'd like play basketball or rollerblade or go into the woods. Well, I lived in the woods, so we just go explore and then get stuck in a creek. It was very dangerous. Cut down. Oh no, we built a fort. So we watched Rocket Power and they built a fort on the beach and we're like, we want to build an underground fort in the forest. And we found a hatchet in our basement. And so obviously we decided to go and cut down the trees in the forest. Like these trees are probably like 50 feet tall. Dangerous. Us as kids all day.
It's very Kings of Summer of you.
Yes, it would take us all day. Our neighborhood would come and we'd take turns with this hatchet, just like chopping one tree down at a time.
Honestly, it is crazy to think the things we did as kids. We would go down. Okay, there's like this little bridge over this canal to get to the river park, and we would go down into that canal and fish for crawdads. Disgusting.
Well, it was exciting though.
Well, at the time, it felt like we were exploring.
Yeah.
It was adventurous. So.
We had so when I got a little older as a teenager and we could drive, we would go to the Rappahannock River, which like every year there would be reports of like someone dying in the river. And our parents would be like, do not go to the river. And we're like, we're not. Because your parents couldn't really track you.
Right.
And so then we always go to the river and bring like pool floaties and float down the river. It's so dangerous.
You're like, we're fine.
I didn't know how to swim. Like I would have died.
That's true. You're not strong swimmer.
No. Yeah, I didn't learn to swim until I was 17. And I learned to swim because the river. I had to learn.
Yeah, it was probably good.
And this is a huge river, not like a Utah river. It was a huge river.
Yeah.
Like imagine Pocahontas, like just around the river bend, like that kind of river. And we would do rock hopping because in the middle of the river was a little rock island, and we would bring a picnic there. And just as teenagers, that's what we did for fun.
I loved that, hopping on rocks in like our creeks and stuff.
Yeah. But back to childhood in the 90s. If we had an inside day, we would play Ocarina of Time, probably have a frozen pizza or ramen noodles and Kool-Aid, and have a fort, like a blanket fort inside.
Kool-Aid or those I forget what the name of the juice is called, but it's like a
Capri
plastic
Sun.
bottle with like the twist off plastic shape that's kind of like a little M looking.
I think it is Kool-Aid, but I know exactly what we're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yep.
And Capri Sun, of course.
Or the barrel
Classic.
ones. Remember the barrels?
Yes. Yeah.
Did the Capri
High
Sun?
C, of course, as well. At my elementary school, they would never have this, at least not in a school in California anymore. Way too unhealthy. But they used to have these vending machines full of. Do you know what fruitopia is?
Yes, it was so
love
sugary.
It was loaded with sugar.
It was just pure sugar.
But my mom would give me and Amanda, each 4 quarters, because it was $1, to put in the vending machine on Fridays to get a fruitopia.
Aw, that's so cool.
I loved that stuff.
Fruitopia. Oh my gosh, I guess that doesn't exist anymore, does it?
No, and neither does my favorite orange soda, Slice.
Slice doesn't exist?
I don't think so.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was the best orange soda.
Remember that Fanta commercial? The Fanta, don't you want Fanta, don't you want
Yeah, but
Fanta?
My favorite one was, you look hot in all that plaster. Drink some Fanta, faster.
Dude, okay. There's a commercial. 90s commercials were like doing too much. But one of my favorite commercials, and it does exist, and it may have been 2000s, is the goldfish commercial. And I found it, and it's real, and I swear I loved it as a kid because I thought it was hilarious. But it's the goldfish commercial, and they sing the song like, They say it's the only snack that smiles back until you bite their heads off. Did you know they're made with real cheese, even though they look like fishies? The snack that smiles back, goldfish.
No, I did not.
They
know
don't
that
skip
one.
a beat. They don't acknowledge it. They're just like cheerful, happy. They're like the only snack that smiles back until you bite their heads off. Did you know that? Like what?
It's giving like cult vibes. Like, here's something really dark, but we're so happy and don't even think about it. Just keep
It's a
pressing
real
forward.
commercial. Look it up. And I thought it was hilarious as a kid, obviously.
Oh my God, that is crazy. But I mean, that is what I do to gummy bears. So
Yeah, you bite their heads off.
yeah, it's important.
Any other? I'm trying to think. There's so many.
Well, there are
Out there
things from the
commercials.
90s as well.
Pop it.
Like, did you have moon shoes?
No, I think I wanted them.
I did have moon shoes, and they really
Were they
did
this-
not help you jump that high.
Yeah, it's just like, it actually weighs you down because they're like clunk.
I was really disappointed with them. You think I used them once and then never got them out again.
What about the skip it? Granted, I didn't have any of these things.
I loved Skip It.
I did not because
That was a
it
good workout.
bashed my shins. It's like, here, just take this plastic rock and smash it into
I
your
literally
shins.
like just keep spinning it around and
Yeah.
like yeah. No, my friend and I though like we would take turns doing it, trying to like get higher scores.
Okay. I did like I got Bop It for Christmas.
Bop It was the best.
And then I eventually got like Bop It Extreme, which was the 5.
yes.
Which makes sense how much I love that because of my ADHD. I just feel like be playing it
It's
so
so good.
much.
It's like Simon on steroids.
Pop it, pull it, twist it, flick it, spin it. And I'm like, I got so good at it. And I was like so focused. Like
Some perv created that game. As you're saying it, I'm
it's
like,
like we should. Is there like a Bop
Flick
It
it.
sex toy out there? That could be a good market.
I already patented it.
Any other things from the 90s? I'm trying to think of like toys or games. I mean,
I feel like yo-yos were super popular back
Every-
then, which I've been
yes.
getting back into.
why was it that every school assembly there was always like a yo-yo gang to come? Because it happened to me in Virginia, and apparently it happened to you in California.
Yes. And they do like choreography while yo-yoing,
Yes.
essentially.
Yeah. Yo-yo.
And I begged my mom to get me a yo-yo, and she did. And it wasn't the one I wanted. I was actually pretty disappointed.
You're
But
like, stupid mom.
a few weeks later, I was less disappointed because the one that I wanted, a bunch of my friends got, and theirs broke, and mine didn't. So, so I was like, oh, mine was better.
Your mom's like, what? What?
Right. She's like, I can spot quality.
When was it? Okay. I don't know. We can cut this out if it's too personal. But wasn't there a time? I like to talk about this story because your mom.
There was a time.
One of the first times I met your mom, you were still in the closet. And your mom, you kind of made fun of your mom being like, you thought I was gay when I was growing up.
Literally always.
And then she said, you wanted a pink backpack.
I don't remember that.
Okay.
I'm being completely, like, I don't remember that. But also,
I was like, did you ever get your pink backpack? That was my question.
no, I mean, I have had a green backpack for like years now because green's my favorite color. I want this
Mine
backpack
too.
in purple, but I don't think they sell it in purple. Maybe maroon, which I do like. It's like an exception to red because I don't like red.
Okay, cool. My favorite colors growing up were blue and purple. And then my mom, poor mom, she didn't, it's fine. But she's like, you shouldn't tell people your favorite color is purple. And so I didn't. But I do like purple still
Yeah,
to this day.
I love
It's a good
purple.
color.
Yeah.
I think it just inside of me knew that I needed to be royal. Purple is the color
It's
of
the
royalty.
royalty, yeah. No, I have love purple. Well, like as a kid, I feel like my favorite color was black, and
Morbid one.
which it like still is, or like I like whatever. Yeah, black's not a color.
It's actually the absence of all lights.
Kill myself. But I like green and purple and black are like my three favorite colors and non-colors.
Green and black.
And purple.
and purple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like those three.
So you're basically a Disney villain because that's like all the colors that come when there's a Disney
I
villain.
guess I am.
I used to love blue growing up. It was always my favorite color. And then somewhere in adulthood, it just turned to green, and I don't know why.
Emeralds.
Okay. I think it was the Emerald City, actually. No.
Oh, I just love emeralds.
Well, I think the reason why I didn't like green for a long time is I actually hate the color green, like Kelly green. I hate that color.
What's Kelly green?
Kelly green is like the greenest green. Like it's like the crayon box green. It's green. It's what you see.
You don't like that color?
No, I like dark.
Like the deeper one of the two.
It's just green. Like if you pull.
If I pull up like colors in Word to like change a font, I feel like there are two standard greens, and one is like a darker standard, and then one is like a little more yellowy.
Oh, I don't know.
And I hate a yellow green because I hate yellow.
I hate yellow green, but I do like lime green. Is that yellow green?
No, lime green's just like bright, I feel like.
Okay. So I like sage green, I like mint green, I like
Forest green.
I
Same.
like all different types of green except for green. If that makes any sense.
If it can be like an emerald color, then that is like the absolute perfect green for me.
See, no, I don't think I like emerald.
Oh, that's the best.
I like
Emeralds and
a sage.
amethyst. My favorite.
A sage. What else? Like avocado, if you will. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Both the inside and outside. Both dark and light.
And light.
Yes.
All right.
But should we play my game?
Oh, sure.
I checked my phone and I got distracted, but I have a game on here. Okay.
A 90s game. Not a game from the 90s, but one about them.
So I've just seen this, on social media that they usually play with different generations, but surprise, we're the same age. So I'm going to say like a first name and you're going to say a last name that comes to mind.
Okay.
And it's usually like to kind of show different generations how they think. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to say, we have to get timing because usually they have a third person doing this, but so it's just me. So I have to say the name and then something. So we got to go on time. Ba-bum,
Okay.
bum. Okay. So ready?
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Set, go. Justin
Timberlake.
Okay. But a lot of people say Bieber. Justin Bieber.
Oh,
Okay.
that makes sense.
Next one. Michael Jackson.
Oh,
You messed it up.
I don't know. I had literally nothing. My mind blanked.
So Michael, not Jordan or.
After you said Jackson, Jordan was the next thing that came to my mind, but then I felt like it was too late. So
Okay,
it was the
okay.
same thing.
Next one. Ready?
All right.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Lopez.
Okay. I feel like I'm cheating because I
gosh.
can see it.
I always feel like I'm so bad at these kinds of things.
Ready?
It's stressful.
Britney
Spears.
Okay.
Yay. Love
Okay.
her.
Ready?
Okay.
Jordan Sparks. Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
Travis Kelsey.
McCoy.
Who's Travis McCoy?
Sings. he raps the billionaire song.
Okay. Makes more sense. Okay, ready? Next one. Nick Cannon. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we're the same age. This isn't as interesting. We're the same age.
Uh,
Ready? Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, yeah. Long.
Okay. A lot of
That's an anime character. That's the American Dragon's name.
A lot of people say Jake Paul
Oh,
because they're losers.
gross. Yeah.
Okay, next one. 3, 2, 1. Charlie
And the chocolate
Puth. Okay. Next one. David
Archuleta.
Schremer.
I love.
Okay, next one.
Okay.
Luke
Skywalker.
Skywalker. I actually don't know what I was going to say. I was going to say Luke Bryant. Is that someone?
Oh, that's a country singer.
Ugh.
I was like, that doesn't feel right for you.
Okay, this one, next one. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Whitney
Houston.
Yeah, I don't know any other Whitney.
Love it.
Someone said Whitney Carson from Dancing with the Stars. I was like, wow, that's a deep cut.
I should have said, whoa, 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 Whitney. From Bring It On.
Okay. I don't know who that is. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. George.
Lopez.
Michael.
Oh.
Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Ashley Simpson.
Yeah, I don't. I can't think of anybody.
The
Ashleys. Recess.
Oh my gosh! Recess! I was thinking Ashley Tisdale too, but Ashley Simpson comes
Actually, Tisdale.
Actually Tisdale.
That's what I've been saying to Laura lately. Actually, Tisdale. I think you're wrong.
Okay, there's only 2 more. 3, 2, 1. Cameron Diaz.
Oh. I was like, I can't think of a Cameron.
I think that's the only Cameron. Cameron. I think older people would have more Camerons.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, last one. 3, 2, 1. Blake
Lively.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't like Blake Lively.
Yeah.
Wait, one more. 1, 2, 3. Ryan Seacrest.
Narcissist.
Make your name's popular. When you say that with Greg, they'll be like, "There's no Greg." They'll just say, "Old Greg." Have you not seen that video? I hate that video because I'm Greg.
Hilarious.
It's a YouTube video. Anyway, okay. Anything else we don't really have mission moments right now.
Yeah. We're taking a break from that, I guess.
Yeah. Well, a 90s episode. We weren't on missions in the 90s.
Yeah.
Can we talk?
Yeah.
Let's talk about this though. Let's bring up something church related because we both were raised in the church. What's a very 90s church memory? Baptism.
Like, struggling to. I mean, I was baptized in the 90s.
I'm trying to think if there's
99.
anything.
Church related. We weren't like the most active until I turned like 7.
Well, we're not from Utah, so like church really was just like. I mean, granted, we lived the lifestyle.
Church.
Yeah, it was just at the church.
And my parents didn't actually feel like they were part of the ward until I was like 10. So, yeah, I don't really.
Yeah, and being part of the ward for us was like spread out because we didn't live in Utah, so our ward was like the whole city.
Yeah.
Interesting. So nothing 90s. I mean, every church building from the 90s I see vividly in my head.
Oh. Yeah. Yes.
You walk into one, you're like, this is a 90s one. Like,
yeah, they have not updated this one. Is this
that
still the orange-looking carpet?
Yes. Why? No one knows.
Horrendous.
Or do they still have those ugly like flower couches?
Ugly.
I think modern churches still have those ugly flower couches.
Yeah, I think so.
It's a shame.
It really is.
I remember our church updated the pews from like orange, obviously,
to the green ones.
Ours were like a light blue.
Oh, nice. Yeah. That's a little more unique.
Or I'm colorblind. Maybe they are green. Nothing else about the church. They had those like brown accordion walls.
Still do.
Which they turned to white. So, in the newer buildings.
Oh, I was like, I think back home they're still brown.
Yeah. But, did your gym have carpet, or was it an actual wood floor?
No, it's an actual.
Ours had carpet.
And it's like I want to say it's like a full size basketball course.
Ours was not full size.
Court.
Ours was small.
Ours was a stake center though, so.
So was ours. Or my first one, my childhood one, and then they built another building, and that became the stake center. But, church.
Oh, church.
I belong to the church of Jesus
Winston
Christ.
Churchill.
Winston Churchill. Okay, well, before we wrap up, should we say anything else about the 90s or the 2000s?
Well, we survived Y2K, so that was powerful.
So powerful.
So powerful.
9/11. Never forget.
And
where were you on 9/11?
/ always remember.
Wait, is it never forget or always remember?
I don't know. I think it's never forget.
Cool.
But always remember sounds more positive. I guess it's not like a positive thing, but like if you're trying to remember. Anyway,
I think.
dragging this on.
Oh yeah, we should just finish. I'm tired, so we should finish this episode up
All right.
because I'm
Then
tired.
we're done now.
Write in anything you remember from the '90s. Bye.